Fantastic performance. Thank you so much, guys. And you know why we have the Dolwalas in our studios today? Because it's festive time all across India. Durga Puja and Navratri. And of course, it's going to be festive time on cricket field as well. Thank you for joining us on NDTV 24/7. I'm Preeti Dahiya. And this is the grudge final between India and Pakistan. The Asia Cup final, which has dawned upon us after 41 years of the tournament's history. And the festivities are expected to keep tracking us even on the cricket field when India manages to beat Pakistan in this final tonight. We will have all the areas covered with our team of experts right here on NDTV 24/7. This is the big coverage that we've lined up for you. Joining me in the studio is our panel of experts, of course, none other than Kapil Paji, India's first World Cup winning captain. Kapil Paji, thank you so much for joining us again and welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us. And of course, Nikhil Chopra, former India cricketer, is also sitting with me in our studios here. Nikhil, welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Life couldn't be better. Put it this way.
Of course. And life.
We're discussing cricket with the legend himself and on NDTV.
You know, it will get better when we lift the trophy tonight. We will see Surya Kumar and his men lifting the trophy tonight. Things are going to get better and better. Let's go across to our other panelists as well. I have a big panel of cricketers joining me tonight on the show. We have another former India captain, Mohammad Azharuddin, who's joining us live from Hyderabad. Azhar, welcome to the show. So good to have you. Azhar ke saath saath we also have S. Shrishant, and of course Shrishant knows what it takes to lift the World Cup title. Shri, welcome to the show. Good to have you as well.
Very much. It's such an honor to share a podium with such legends. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And with all of you, we are looking forward to, have this big coverage of the big match that has dawned upon us. And of course, I'll start with Kapil Paji. You first. Like we've been saying throughout, cricket was for some time overshadowed with the, lack of handshakes, the controversies off the pitch, the penalties, and, the cricketers also bringing in a lot of burden on their shoulders, which is not only limited to their cricket tactics on the field. So today, the excitement is palpable. And this is the third Sunday in a row that India is facing Pakistan. How can it get better than this for a cricket lover?
Yeah, I think the people who love the game, and this is the biggest match you can talk about in cricket history. India playing Pakistan, what more you wanted? When you play against Pakistan. We normally don't play with them. Now get a chance and got a chance within 3 weeks, 3 times. What more you are looking for a cricket lover?
Yeah, and Nikhil, I was talking about this yesterday as well, that, it has turned out to be a mini series between India and Pakistan, which is, of course, a rarity these days. The two teams hardly get to face each other. It's only in ICC and ACC events that we come face to face. For the players on both sides of the border, this is a massive opportunity to become the heroes from scratch, right?
Without a doubt. Well said, Preeti. And every cricketer absolutely waits for this series. From where you're looking to start your careers to become household names, this is one of those series that you wait for.
Yeah.
Or the opportunity to play against Pakistan, to put your best foot forward, showcase your skill set, and God willing, you win a couple of games, then you become a household name and become absolute heroes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for Abhishek Sharma, the last couple of years, how he's really grinded his way from the IPL, but today he's become a household name.
Of course, and Abhishek Sharma is someone that even the Pakistanis are going to be very wary of, if I can use that term. We just hope that their preparations are somewhere lacking in terms of his preparations. He's one up, and that's what he's shown so far. But let me get in Shri here. Shri, just give us a sense of the occasion first, if I can start with that. What does it take for a cricketer to prepare himself for an India-Pakistan match?
See, I couldn't, to be honest, I couldn't hear the first part, but I will just continue with what Nikhil bhai and even Kapil said. See, it's such an honor, anybody's career. In fact, if they get an opportunity to play against Pakistan, nothing like it, even for the Pakistan cricketers to play against India, because they will get to an opportunity to play with the very, very best. And I must say today's match is nothing less than, they always talk about El Clasicos, and Sir said the right thing. It's whenever you get an opportunity to play against Pakistan, I always enjoyed playing against Pakistan, and today is no much less. And a lot of things are spoken outside the cricket, but I will say we all should, when you focus on the game, I think Sky, Surya Kumar Yadav said the right word. It's not really a big rivalry, because of the kind of cricket they are playing. And I genuinely hope they come up to their standards and they raise the standards, because today is the finals. I genuinely hope we get to see some competition on the field, because Pakistani team, the way they are playing, they are not up to the mark, and Sky said it in the right way. And I am looking forward for the one-sided game mostly. I think it's nice to hype up, but to be honest, their team isn't good enough. I think they are not good enough. When Paji, Kapil sir, Asar sir, and they all, even Nikhil bhai used to play, they all used to have great Pakistani side, including when I was playing. I still remember that it used to be very competitive. But now I don't see that big challenge for Indian cricket team
let's
at all.
keep our fingers crossed, because we need one more bad day for Pakistan for them to hand over the Asia Cup trophy to us, and let's get this job done. But I want to bring in Azhar here. Azhar, Shri mentioned a very important point, that he used to always enjoy playing against Pakistan. Sitting here, what is your observation of our playing 11 that we've witnessed so far in Asia Cup, the unbeaten squad? Do you get a feeling that they are enjoying themselves and that's why they are unbeatable?
I can
Sure.
jump into that. I think yes, at the moment Indian team is much better than other teams, so that's why there is no match. But T20, you can't really say you rule them out totally. Impossible. T20, anything can happen. Look at the Sri Lanka played last game so well against India. So I'm not saying it will be walkover against Pakistan. They are nothing. India is nothing to lose, honestly. They have lot to lose, because according to me at the moment Indian team is far, far better. It doesn't matter if you have a bad day on the field, but looks like Indian team is far better. What Nikhil said, I want to say to Nikhil, at the moment it make no difference to Indian team. Yes, it make lot of difference to the Pakistan team. If they win, they become household name. But Indian player already established themselves so high, it doesn't matter if one match you lose, which I'm not saying today they are going to lose. I'm not saying that. Let's the best team win. And I know our team is far better at this stage.
And of course, Nikhil, I mean, there's no doubt about the fact that the Indian team is the superior team in this tournament. Across the board, we've seen it. But let's talk about Pakistan for a bit here, because the way Pakistan is performing is also very predictable of the way Pakistan performs. They have disappointing start, then they pick up steam, and suddenly they become, they emerge winners. So Salman Agha's team is also showing the similar pattern. Look at their match against Bangladesh for that matter. Harte, jeet gaye.
Yeah, you see, it makes a big difference. I guess it's the belief that starts coming into some of the younger players. And belief, I mean, when you keep playing in front of 20,000, 30,000 people, first thing you're fearing that what if I don't do well? What if the side loses? Now, when you've lost to a side twice in any case, so the fear factor is out of the window. You've already gone and you failed twice. Now you're going to go out there and play with a braver heart, bigger heart, because the worst is already, you've seen the worst. Now you go out there and put your best foot forward, and that belief system's coming. Even again Bangladesh, well, we very nearly lost the game. Ultimately we won the game with a couple of senior players as well, Shaheen Afridi looking to chip in. So they've got a lot of positives coming out from that as well. But to me, if I was looking and if I was part of the dressing room, I would say, well, these guys would be coming out to play fearlessly now, because you've already tasted, defeat twice against the side, so you got nothing else to fear. So you know what are the things, what not to do. Simple as that.
No, I think they have nothing to lose at this stage. 99% people are already saying Indian team is far better, which is, I'm not saying I'm Indian, that's why I'm saying the Indian team is playing so well, but they are nothing to lose, because when everybody's saying India is going to win, and if they come out with an approach, nothing to lose, let's put our best foot forward, I think they can surprise anybody.
Yes. No, I think you make a very, very strong point there, Paji, and I want to take it across to Srishant as well. Shri, this is where, Surya Kumar Yadav's statement as captain once again has to be brought back in conversation, where he says that right now he referred to all the journalists in the media room, should stop talking about India-Pakistan rivalry in those grand terms as it was discussed earlier, because we are a formidable side and Pakistan is no match. Somewhere, you think he's put on additional pressure on himself? Because right now, mind you, we don't have the trophy with us. We have to win the match tonight and then get it.
See, I will quote Kapil sir on this because see, I remember one interview where Kapil sir said there is nothing called pressure; it's all pleasure playing for the country, and that I still remember. That's the way I used to play for the country, and if they take it in that way, I don't think Sky will. Take this as so much of pressure. Yes, whatever you have spoken is already spoken. You cannot take it back. So the way I look at this, as we are the Indians, the karma side, we should have outspoken so much bad about one side also, including me. But then I would love to see a good match because it's finals. There won't be any pressure on Indians for sure. But the best part, even Nikhil Paji as well as Kapil sir said is they have nothing to lose. So that is a huge point. When they have nothing to lose and only to gain, and that one a big final, everybody will forget what happened in those last matches. They will only remember what you do today. They are literally mainly the Topi Masters. Whoever wins on today at present is most important. So I think when it comes to, and even Gautam Bhai for that matter, he is doing, I used to call him Tiger because he was small, but he used to do extremely good stuff for the country. So Gautam Bhai around with so much of experience around, I don't see Sky will have that much pressure. Plus, our Kerala boy Sanju is also around.
Yeah.
So I just hope whatever, even if the top order fails, I hope it won't, because a lot of thing matters on the fast bowler Afridi, and I don't think he's doing well. He's not in good form. I think he's batting better than bowling. So I don't see any much pressure, but there is the scoreboard pressure when it comes to toss and stuff. But yes.
So yeah, let's get into the finer details. In fact, you were giving me a good lead as we start discussing, the playing 11 and the key players in this big match between the two sides. Shri is talking about Shaheen Shah Afridi. In this particular tournament, Paji, we have not seen the Shaheen Shah Afridi who actually won them that one-sided encounter in 2021 T20 World Cup, where they beat India by 10 wickets. He was the player of the match. But now, particularly in Asia Cup, in the two innings that they have faced against India, he's not managed to get the breakthrough.
I think the only thing is a bowler like him, if he get 1-2 wicket, 1 wicket also, it will change his thought process. At the moment, he's not trying to pick up the wicket because he's scared he's giving too many runs. He is just trying to safeguard himself. It's a matter of time. If he pick up the wicket, we know his ability, we know his talent. He can make a dent to any team. It's just make sure Indian team don't give him opportunity to give couple of wickets in the beginning. Then he can bounce back much stronger.
But Nikhil, is this also the impact that a player faces when they are playing against India? I'm talking from Pakistan's perspective, that a player like Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's a very aggressive bowler, he's fast as well, he's given results in the past. Is he trying to hold back somewhere, trying to play safe, and that's why he's not getting it? Because Salman Ali Agha says that I have given full license to my fast bowlers to be aggressive. And he's had that from his captain.
Most importantly, he's a senior pro.
Yeah.
And the entire dressing room looks up to Shaheen Afridi with the new ball to get them a couple of wickets early on in the power play. So you can put some pressure.
He's called the first over magician.
Exactly, in the Indian team. But the difference, the year that you spoke about where we lost by 10 wickets, the pace was different. That was 4 years ago. He's lost a little bit of pace. The ball's not coming out of the hand as well as it used to come out of the hand, where he got the new ball to swing. Now, with that gone, even against Abhishek, he's looking to come and intimidate some of the younger guns of Indian cricket. But he's lost pace. And the Indian boys are ready with whatever he's looking to deliver. But, what Paji is saying, of course, with the kind of experience that the legend himself has, everything changes. The adrenaline, the blood flow changes. When you pick up a wicket once again in your first over, he'll be a different bowler. The body language changes from somebody being a little fearful that I'm going to give too many runs away in the power play, to somebody who's saying, well, this is it, this is my day, I'm back in the final, let me just get that belief back, body language, and I'm going to try and pick up another wicket.
And second thing, you said that they're given license to imitate. You don't have to at this stage. I mean, you can say anything, you bowl bouncer, it doesn't make any difference. Language also doesn't make any difference. I think it's the end of the day, performance make all the difference. It's not I given license, do whatever, go and try to nail them down. It's not going to happen. It's a good line and length, pick up the wicket. That can change the thought process of opponent.
No, I'm just talking about the kind of, the kind of motivation their captain is trying to give to their bowlers, because of course they have come under the hammer from Indian batsmen. But I want to go to another fast bowler quickly on this. And Sri, I want to understand from you the psychology of a fast bowler. When someone like Abhishek Sharma hits you first ball 6, what happens in the mind of someone like Shaheen Shah Afridi, who thought that he's unbeatable, he's going to take the wickets in the first over, but then the Indian openers, particularly Abhishek, is not giving him that opportunity?
I have to just first say the legend, the Kapil sir is only there, I think. So with his permission, I'm going to say, see, we have to be, when Abhishek Sharma started off, it's with UVPA. UVPA is given that attitude to him where they don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, especially this generation, I think UVPA is the one who brought that aggression towards batting when Kapil Paji used to do it much before. Fast bowlers or spinners, doesn't matter. When you are having that kind of passion, when you have that kind of obsession, and Abhishek Sharma is an example of this generation. The faster the ball comes, the faster it goes. And from the fast bowler's mindset, it's very important what Kapil sir said. It's very important to stick to your line and lengths. You need to make the ball move. No matter how fast you bowl, because of the bowling machines nowadays, they practice. In fact, the coaches put them on the nets on the skills with 90 miles to start with, 85 miles, 89 miles, 90, 100 miles. That's what they practice with. So if you cannot move the ball, it's going to be very difficult for fast bowlers in the future generation to survive. It's very important. At good pace, if you can move the ball, brilliant. Even if you cannot bowl that fast, you have to make sure you know where the fielders are. You should know the strength of the batsman, the weakness of the batsman. It's very important the most important is at the starting of the run-up, whatever your plan is, you need to stick to it, and the captain and the fielders. It's a very old school kind of thinking, which I learned from MRF and all that. We always say, no matter what happens, just like the batsman, forget what happened. Focus on the very next ball. So Shaheen Afridi has to do that.
Great. So let me understand the psychology of the batsman here, and none other than the dashing batsman Mohammad Azharuddin with us. Azhar, I want to understand how is Abhishek emerging as such a threat now to opponents, particularly in this format. How do you read his mindset? It's clear, it's aggressive, and he knows that he's not going to allow any fast bowler to have that impact on him, that he somehow changes his way of playing.
I think he's an outstanding talent. I think if you, as they say, if you allow good bowlers to bowl well, then you are in trouble. So I think that's exactly what he's doing. He knows his job, and he knows exactly what his strengths are. I think he's a very good all-round player. And I think as a batsman, as Shaitan was saying, I was listening to him. If you bowl quick to him, he's going to definitely take you to the cleaners, because I think he's nowadays players, that are used to, playing pace, because they play on or the throwdowns and all that will help a lot. But I think if maybe you can slow down. But as a batsman, I think he's in prime form. So I think his wicket would be a prize wicket for Pakistan if they really have to, do some dents in the side.
And what about the strategy?
I just want to say what they're both talking very good. Speed is not make any different today. Or maybe 160 mile, I can understand that, or 150. But if you move the ball even 140, I think you can make more dent than you're bowling 150 straight coming to the body. And that's what we always believe, that movement is very difficult for any batsman in the history of cricket. When the ball moves, even you lose a yard or two slower, still you can make a dent to a batsman, because batsmen are always worried it may swing the ball.
Yeah, Azhar, go ahead. You wanted to make a point?
I think the problem is because now the bowlers are not able to, really, in a 20-20 game or a one-day game, they are not really trying to swing the ball like in the past when you used to do. All the Wasim and Imran Bhai and all those people, they used to really swing the ball. You have taken so many wickets by just moving the ball, even when we are playing one-day game. But nowadays the bowlers are not looking to do that. The bowlers are saying that, okay, if I bowl 4 overs and if I go for 30 runs, that's fine. Because if I don't get a wicket also, it doesn't matter. But I think I like the attitude of Hardik Pandya, because he goes for taking a wicket. No doubt he gives a lot of runs. Maybe some days he might give 40 runs or 50 runs also, but he's always looking to take it. This time the bowlers are not looking to take wicket passes. That is the biggest problem there. That's why, the batsmen are ending up scoring huge runs.
No, interesting points, in fact, on both the sides, and this is why this duel becomes so important. We are all looking forward to that matchup between Shaheen Afridi and Abhishek Sharma. Let me also quickly give our viewers an insight into the probable 11 that we are expecting in today's encounter. First, let's begin with Team India. If I can get the graphics up on the screen here, and the probable 11, Nikhil, that we are talking about, we're going to see the return of Shivam Dube and of course Jasprit Bumrah in the squad.
Yeah, without a doubt, I think that's how they've gone playing right through the tournament as well. The previous two occasions when they beat Pakistan as well, it was the same sort of 11. You got the comfort of three quality match-winning spinners. Jasprit Bumrah with the new ball in the power play, Hardik Pandya coming and picking up wickets in the power play, and then of course you got cushion for any one of the bowlers having a bad day. Shivam Dube has been able to go out there and pick up wickets, so that looks very solid. It's unfortunate for Arshdeep because he's a match winner, but the surface, the conditions demand that you've got three spinners playing and all wicket taking options. So I don't see the bowling changes, and the batting takes care of itself. So I don't see any sort of changes even in the batting line.
No, that's a great point. In fact, Paji, I want to just draw your attention to the fact that there is a very solid figure in this playing 11. The openers have given us a flying start in all the encounters, and that's why India has gone unbeaten so far in a lot of cases. But a lot of experts, senior cricketers are pointing out that the middle order is not yet exposed. If this becomes that day when the openers get out early, what do you see in this middle order that can get us through?
I think if you talk about middle order, you can see Sanju Samson. He can play new ball. He's batting number 5 or 6.
Surya himself is due for a big knock.
Himself can play a new ball. I don't think so. Today, the cricketer mindset is you only have to play a new ball, or they can bat from number 1 to number 6 anytime, all the 6 batsmen. I don't think so. There is a fix. Olden time, they used to say, I want to bat number 4, I want to bat number 3. Today, it's nothing. Need of the hours, you pick up the team and say, you go and bat. Oh, coach, I don't know who decide that. I think the people are very fearless, and their approach doesn't matter. Tomorrow you send Hardik Pandya number 3, it's okay. And people who are sitting on television, people like us, we have an option to talk about that. They are far better placed how to win the matches, what to do that.
Yeah, they're tuned into that.
Yeah, if I may ask, thankfully now Surya Kumar Yadav has got the comfort of 3 quality all-rounders in his side. Hardik, Shivam Dube, and of course Akshar Patel gets an opportunity. He has to come and bat at number 8. And similar to 83, I think the all-rounders make a big difference in the composition. If you have the luxury, it makes a big difference.
Good luck. It's not an easy job. It's double the amount of hard work you require as a bowler, as a batsman, and as a fielder. Yes, if a captain has an option of an all-rounder, then you got cherry on the cake. You can enjoy that, but every team doesn't have that. But if you have it, why not? And I would say it's a couple of players who are not playing, they are also the same thing. You can Washington, he can bat and bowl also.
Yashasvi is not getting an option.
Can you imagine? I always says, just for not getting opportunity. What a batsman he is.
But and that's because we are loaded with champions already, and champions are waiting in the on the benches.
Only best part about anybody who get a chance, they come out as a winner.
Absolutely.
So don't give opportunity to anybody. Grab that seat. It is beautiful to be there in the team.
Right, and I'm not going to be unfair to our guests who are joining us virtually. I'll come to you, Shri and Azhar, but I want to quickly bring to our viewers the probable playing 11 that we are going to see from the Pakistani squad. So let's bring up that graphic. I'm not sure if we are expecting any changes in Pakistan's squad. Saibzada Farhan, Fakhar Zaman, Sam Ayub, who's in fact scoring his own records these days of getting out on ducks, and Hussain Talat, Mohammad Nawaz, Salman Agha, the captain of course. They are loaded with their fast bowlers like Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf. Abrar Ahmed has been a bit of the spinner in their team has been a bit of a pain for Shubman Gill. So we will talk about him as well. But I want to quickly bring in Azhar here. Azhar, what do you make of the Pakistani team? If I can bring in your inputs on this, do you anticipate any changes from their squad going by their experience in the previous 2 innings?
But I don't think they have any options to go for a change also, because I think as far as I'm concerned, I think they'll play the same side. But I think they have a very young side. They're just just coming up, and then they have dropped 2 best players. Rizwan and Babar Azam. They're the best players. When you drop such players, and then suddenly you want to build a team without the experience, it's very hard. So I don't see any change in that side. I think it will be the more or less the same 11. I would reckon.
I think if these Rizwan and Babar would have been in this team, it would have been different. Sometimes you need experience and big players, and they've done so well. But they are making a new team, so good luck to them. That's all we can say.
I was reading somewhere that maybe Haris Rauf got suspended for a couple of games, so he might miss out as a quicker bowler. I don't know where I was.
There's no clarity on that.
Correct.
Yeah.
If that's the case in
Let me
scenario, I
check
don't
with
know.
Shri. He's
It's
sitting
good
in
for
the-
them.
Hey, go on, man. Local knowledge.
clarity.
Go
The
for
way
it.
he's bowling now, I think it will be good for them if Rauf gets a match, rest. I think sometimes the fast bowlers needs that rest. Sometimes I am an aggressive bowler, but it's nice to just relax a bit. Yes, watch it from the sidelines and learn more and observe and learn. So I think Rauf, it will do a lot of good things for him, and it will be good for Indian cricket as well, because you will end up seeing another cricketer who might be the future of Pakistan cricket. So it will be a good opportunity for the youngsters to come in and maybe replace Rauf and do well.
No, but that's the Indian in you talking, Shri. That's the Indian in you talking. Don't you think Haris Rauf not being in Pakistani squad is going to be a big dent to them?
To be honest, it will be a dent to them, but it gives an opportunity for other fast bowlers to walk in, or maybe an all-rounder to get an opportunity in a big final. Sometimes when you look at a big final, you never know. Sometimes one youngster who's sitting outside might be the match winner for them, or maybe at least compete for them. The way Pakistan team is playing, it's been not that great. They have been struggling a bit. Yes, patches performance are coming, but I would love to take this name Ayub. We have not seen him performing really well. He's been doing well with his off spinners and his, literally sidearms. That's what I say. But I genuinely feel if he comes in to bat, I have seen him bat in all these leagues matches, especially in Dubai, and good condition. He knows the conditions well. But our team management has got proper plan for him, and he gets out pretty cheap against India. But if he gets going, he's a good bat. He can clear the boundary, and especially against fast bowlers, he's very, very good. So it will be interesting to see. Will Ayub open again, because he's been coming down. He's not having that much confidence. If Ayub gets going, like Sir said, Haris and Babar is missing. But if he can take that role, that's what Pakistan must be trying to, tell Ayub that you take that responsibility at number 3, number 4. But the Pakistan team is really confused. They are not even able to give any batsman.
Who is going to take the responsibility of Haris Rauf's behavior if he's sitting out and doing nothing? We don't know what goes in his mind.
He can give good water, and to the sidelines he can give good advice.
He will directly engage with the spectators in the crowd then.
I think more important is I'm not worried about Pakistan team, how they play to the fast bowler. I think we have the 12 overs, the spinners going to bowl. How they manage to play Indian spinner is more important than the fast bowler. I think they have to think about that. In last 2 matches, I think Indian spinner dominated. Yes, you pick up 2 wickets in first 2-3 overs. It will be a dent on opposition, but spinner made it much more difficult for them. How they attack or how they can approach to the spinner is important.
Yeah, Azhar, do you agree with that? On these pitches in Dubai, it's the Indian spinners who are actually, turning the game in our favor and taking wickets at crucial moments, and that's why we have the upper hand?
No, definitely. Most importantly, I think the spinners have really done well, and I think we are playing only 2 fast bowlers, one all-rounder, that is Hardik and Umrah. But I think the spinners have really delivered. I think they're playing according to the situation, according to the wicket. So I think it's good luck to them, and I think our spinners have really done well, and I'm sure that I don't see any reason why they will not do well today.
Shri, what is your reading of the pitch that's going to be on offer today? If we can talk a bit more about that. I am learning that there will be a fresh surface which is going to be used for the final, and this is where the average first innings score in all T20s over the last 5 years is 156.
Yes, it goes up to even 165. Especially if you're batting first, I think 165 to 185. It's really a good score. But there is not much dew factor which is happening now because the temperature in Dubai is coming down. That heat, it's not that really hot here. It's warm but not that hot, so it will play a big role. And under the lights, I would love to say the ball moves much better. But then nowadays, because of the dew factor, a lot of the captains, when they win the toss, especially no matter where it is, there is something called scoreboard pressure. Whatever the score, it's not that easy to chase that. But then there are plus as well as minus. But when it looks at the wicket, it's a flat track. It's going to be a lot of runs. And I would love to see a very good final. And I just hope India bats first and scores heavily, because the Pakistani bowlers will not be able to move the ball that much, which we have been discussing from the start of the show. It will be great if India wins the toss, puts a score, give the scoreboard pressure, and we have seen Pakistanis really, really struggling to chase those scores, except one time, but that was during the I don't know. I don't even remember. I think I have to quote Gajini in movie in this. We forget when was the last time Pakistan performed against us.
Nikhil, there's a very fantastic statistic that in the last 15 times that India has faced Pakistan, 13 times India has won. And that's why we are calling ourselves the front runners in this encounter. And would you say that if Pakistan somehow emerges to beat India today, that will be labeled as an upset? Because, you know, we know how things are placed right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, we've beaten the same team twice in the competition. You know, they've come to play as well. It's not that they've lost the game prior to the first ball being bowled as well.
Technically, yes, they've come to play.
Yeah, in sport, it doesn't happen like that. At the end of the day, like you said at the start of the show, you know, you would want India to win, but anything is possible in sport. You know, you still need to go out there, beat the opposition, you know, whether it's one run, whether it's the margin of 60 runs, 70 runs, at the end of the day, the game needs to be played. You win, that's when you get your hands on the silverware. It make a big difference. But I like what Paji said yesterday as well. You know, we've beaten them comprehensively. They've also come to play a game. If they have a good day, that doesn't mean that our side's gone, you know, pretty bad in one day. No athlete, no team gets superbly fantastic in one day or really bad in one day.
No, I want to bring your opinion here, Paji, because what Sri was talking about, that generally the scoreboard pressure is something that, you know, all the captains keep in mind when they come out to toss and decide what to do in a crucial encounter. What are the captains' thoughts on this? In a format like T20, ideally, what would be your approach?
I think at this stage they played enough IPL, enough T20. They understand that they want to take the match. I think Dhoni give them that one thought process, take the match to very close to the end, and then anything can happen. So don't try to rush it, try to finish in 10 overs. No, slowly. You got a chance, opportunity. If you stay on the wicket, you will make runs. So I think drag the match if you can, and then a better team, better prepared team have more chances to win the match.
But drag the match only if you have to. Otherwise, if you can wrap up like Abhishek, you just get done with it.
No, if you lose a couple of wickets, take it to the end. I always maintain in top 5 batsmen, one have to stay there till the 20th over. If you can stay there, your total will be much better, you plan. But if you start losing, in 20 overs you lose a 6-7 wicket in 12 overs, then it's not going to set a target what you want to do that.
Right.
So I think that's where we learn. Take the match, you know, go deep as you can. Last 2 overs can give you 30 runs so easy, and you can reach there whatever the target you set. So don't try to rush. A rush of the blood can sometimes make a difference to the team.
Yeah, and Azhar, I think I'd like to bring you in here because, you know, that attitude that was brought in, like Paji mentioned, by Dhoni, that, you know, drag the match till the very last ball, because this is T20 and anything can happen even on the last ball. It's sometimes just a matter of 6 runs and 1 ball left, and you have achieved that as well. You've got so much of exposure in IPL and other leagues. At the end of the day, this attitude of the Indian team is what we saw even in that last Super 4 encounter as well. That's where they won the match.
That's right, yeah, because they have a very good attitude. As Paji said, you know, they have played a lot of T20 cricket over a period of time, IPL, and then so many T20 games. So I think they are well experienced players. You know, I think they don't need to be told what to do and what not to do. As a batsman, as a captain, or as a player, I mean, when we are playing, I always felt that the first 4 or 5 players have to play all the overs, whether it's a 50-over game or a 20-over game, because a bowler, when he comes into bowl, when he sees a batsman batting at 60 or 70 in the last 4 or 5 overs, it's not a very good feeling for the bowlers. I'm sure Srishant will say that, and Kapil Paji also would agree to that. Because a set batsman always can score more runs. Because as Paji said, if you lose 6-7 wickets in the first 12 overs or 13 overs, it's very difficult to set the target which you have, which you want to set. As I've already said that, because first 5 over players, first best players in the team have to bat in the first 20 overs. That's how you get a big score.
Yeah, and Shri, this factor of power play, and the team that dominates power play ends up most of the times being on the winning side. That's something that we've seen even in the Pakistani squad. They almost have a license that go for the kill in the power play. It has worked against other opponents, not particularly against India, because our openers have done so well. So that particular strategy, you think, is going to be on display today again?
I'm sure it's going to be the same with the Pakistani team, because they rely on that, but they have not been able to be successfully doing that, executing those plans against India. But as the legends correctly said, it's not going to be that easy as well to play those kind of shots against our kind of bowlers, especially with Hardik even moving the ball. And I would love to see, instead of Dubey, I would love to see Arshdeep, in fact, because he moves the ball and he deserves that opportunity in that playing 11. It will be great to see him, because if those bowlers, like I remember when we play against Pakistan, in any T20 format that matter, when the new ball is swinging, and if you can take those 2 wickets early, any team will struggle. And then, as rightly Kapil sir and others sir said, it's very important to have partnership. So it's very, very important the top 4 or top 5 when it comes to Pakistan side stays and plays that sheet anchor role and play around, because at the end of the day, partnership, it's like a family, it's like a team. To build a team, to build any corporation, you need those players who is not sacrificing. They are doing their job. Just because your bestie is hitting those sixes, that doesn't mean you also try and show off. I always say the show must go on, and that is the best strategy. That one player in the top 4 decides to stick around. One can go, above those. And as Azhar rightly said, when you see a batsman who's batting on 30 or 40 or even 60 plus not out, any bowler wouldn't want to bowl, because they'll be watching the ball like a football, and it's not easy to get that person out. So it's very important one player plays that sheet anchor role till the end.
Yeah, Nikhil has a remark.
Shri, the fast bowler coming out of you, just thinking out of the box. You spoke about Arshdeep. I know, one Indian bowler has got 100 T20 international wickets. If you had to put him in the 11, who do you take out, brother?
I will just take Dubey out, because yes, Dubey has been bowling decent. We should have that self-belief and the faith in the team that we got enough batsmen. The kind of bowling attack Pakistan has got, we don't need 7, 8, 9, 10 to be all-rounders. We can have proper bowlers bowling. And don't forget, Arshdeep can hit few sixes too. Okay. So I will go with that bowler, and he's a very good fielder also. So, and he's got that passion. Let that Paji play. And whenever we have won T20 World Cup,
all the Punjabi guys have a lot of passion.
Let it be Bajipa, let it be Sandhu sir, let it be Bajipa. We have won World Cup. Let Arshdeep play.
But like Paji said earlier, we have problem of plenty. We don't know who all to include.
That's a good point. There's a possibility.
There could be. We are not ruling that out, and that's why this discussion will continue with all of you as we lead up to the big final between India and Pakistan in Asia Cup 2025. Thank you so much for the moment, Kapil Paji, Nikhil, Azhar and Shri, for joining me in the studios on the show.